Yeah, I don't know much.
Okay, so I'm just requesting everyone, are you okay with it being recorded? Okay, Jitika,
Yeah.
could you continue, please?
Yeah. So I shifted to Dubai, and I'm a healer practitioner. And during the COVID times, I started learning about herbs and flowers, online courses. So now I make some flower and herbs infused oils and candles and stuff like that.
Good
So
to know.
I'm totally connected with Gaia in all the forms. I love flowers. I am so fascinated with flowers and the magical properties they have. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so what are you bringing to today's meeting?
Uh, well, uh, what should I say? Uh, um, I think I'm today is my first time here, so I think I'll observe and learn more.
Okay, so that's good. You're bringing your openness to learning.
Yeah. Mm.
Just to let everyone know that every time when we meet on Co-Creator Circle, the people who come may be different. So even though I may know most of you, it is not as if it's a group which is meeting or there's anything really to learn. We are coming very present as whatever we are at the moment. And whatever we feel is right to share is right to share, you know. Then there's no
Yeah.
right or wrong. What we'll do today is that I will just we'll go through several rounds. So this is the time. I know Nayantara has requested that she doesn't want to be on video, and for a while Kisitwa is also off video. But the only request I have for this monthly meeting is that we stay on video and audio for the time, because we will have several rounds. Each of us will respect one another's time, and we will share what we are bringing to the table. It's recorded and will later be also shared in the Co-Creator Circle's YouTube channel. We all know that we are in a space where there's no right or wrong. We are beyond duality when we reach gratitude. So today we are focusing on gratitude. One of the reasons is because many of us are doing a gratitude exercise or just being in gratitude every day, but also because Thanksgiving is coming to the US. And so and it is something that's spreading in many other countries as well, the US Thanksgiving Day. So I thought that it would be nice to have this monthly meeting as gratitude. And it's co creating because we all are already co creating a world. Uh, and that world is benefiting all beings. So we'll go rounds each time in the an alphabetical order, okay, of the names that we have posted here. So from Jitika we go to me, who I have already spoken. I'm bringing today to the table, to the space, the gift of loving connection, and I pass the talking stick over to Nina.
I'm bringing today to the table, as Meenakshi said, my gratitude for my new um, tribe that I found here in my city, that where I was born and I left for many years. And I'm reconnecting with all my ancestors. People are coming into my life, and for the first time last week, I felt again to connect with my mission, that is um, to be like a bridge, like Meenakshi named me soul connection. And many people are calling me now here that I'm a soul connection. And it's magical because I never said that. I never mentioned that. So I'm like recognizing my labor that I have to do here back in Merida. So it's to connect. I think my mission in this moment is to connect and make bridges so everybody can expand and reconnect each other.
when we pass the stick on, when we pass the talking stick on virtually, this helps us to feel that connection with one
Oh, okay.
another.
Pass my stick, I guess, to Tom.
Thank you, Nina. So I'm Tom from Seattle, and I'm bringing an open heart, and just there's something about just connecting with people in a broader area is just I'm grateful, and I would invite Nyantra. Am I saying? I don't know if I said that right, but yeah.
Does that mean I'm invited to speak?
Yes.
Hi. Well, I'm just bringing me. I'm having a hard time right now. Actually, I think Nina is the name of the lady who spoke. She invoked my father who's passed away. I was in Merida with him in 1996, and it was a pretty important experience. So I kind of feel like he came to the front for me to acknowledge and be grateful for. And I pass, but I don't know to whom because I can't see anything. I don't know who's next.
Okay, can we request Kisitwa?
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I don't know who's next.
Kisitwa, your mic is still muted.
It's easier to talk to silence. What I bring today is a deep sense of gratitude because this is the first time for many reasons that I've actually had the energy and desire to reconnect. And I'm looking forward to doing that. It's been a long 3 months, I guess, something on that line, maybe 4 months since I last was on a Zoom meeting. And it's good to even want to come back. And for that, I'm grateful. Hi. I'll pass the stick to
Nell.
Jidika.
No, Jitika spoke, so we can pass it right now to Nell. Nell, yeah.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Meenakshi. It's so nice to see you in person, almost in person. Thank you for your smile and for initiating this beautiful circle of friends and loving energy. And what I would like to bring into this circle today is the energy of love without condition from the heart of source, from the cosmic heart of creation, allowing.
Thank you, Nell.
Thank you.
That was a beautiful presencing exercise that you brought us into. So I'm also very grateful. I know I'm going a second time, but since Kisitwa mentioned that, I'm very grateful that you are here, Kisitwa. He's an elder who is a bridge between the Cree tribe and the Western world. And all of us are in one way the Western world because we've all had an education of the West, even if we live geographically in the East. And I've learned a lot from him. So I'm very, very grateful. And if nothing else, one of the beautiful things I learned was the gratitude bundle, in which he had come down once to Miami, and all of us had made a gratitude bundle together. I love the what we call the Native American ways in which spirituality becomes very physical. We bring it to the physical by creating our or co-creating our own rituals. So we had a fabric, and everyone placed in it what they felt was something that reminded them of a moment of time when they're grateful, and they placed it there. And then we make the bundle, and the bundle we smudge it, and it just has that beautiful energy, and it stays in my meditation healing room. So whenever we have circles, the gratitude bundle is there blessing us. So that's what I'm grateful for today. And this is the round that we're going to have now. What is it, something very specific right now that you feel that makes you feel grateful and helps the people around you, or anything? What do you feel grateful for? And I pass the talking stick to Nina.
I feel grateful, and I people are receiving that gratefulness from me. Is that I charge every day with that beautiful energy, and when I go to the world, I try and I connect to expand it, and I feel that the people is receiving that energy. I feel grateful that I can see that people are receiving that energy. That exchange is not my energy, it's their energy too. So to see that even exchange of energy. Thank you. I pass the talking stick to Tom.
Thank you. I think when Meenakshi asked the question years ago, I can remember I had to work on gratitude. Now I'm so aware of just so many things I take for granted, starting with my body. But when Meenakshi asked the question, what came to me is I'm particularly grateful for this morning for my wife, my life partner of 48 plus years, who's just a wonderful woman and helps contribute to an abundance of love that I'm feel blessed with and feel then called to share. Thank you, and I will invite Nell.
Sorry, I was busy writing an answer. I am not that that Zoom literate, apparently. Thank you for inviting me to share my gratitude. I have so many reasons to be grateful every day, even in the midst of what I see happening in the world, the division between people, the different kinds of apartheid that we see taking place. I still see the challenges, the pressures that are currently upon us as humanity as something that could become that will assist humanity in its rebirth as a species. That's what I see happening, and I am particularly grateful that this year I was able to facilitate a workshop, which I wasn't able to do in a number of years because of restrictions. And so finally I was able to do a workshop over the summer with just one person. And it was amazing. And this person gave me this beautiful crystal skull, and I will show her. So there she is.
Hmm.
And her name was Angel Girl, given by Yemana, the person I did the workshop with. And then, you know, I communicated with this skull. And as I did, she gave me the name Umai. And Umai is a Turkish name for earth goddess. And it also, well, it also means placenta. So, and since I've had this skull, I have felt so much additional opening up from the heart, from the cosmic heart of creation, just allowing to come through. And it was, I'm so grateful for that, because I had a lot of anger, a lot of fear, that obviously was going around, and as an empath, I was taking a lot on. And so I'm very grateful that that I'm being offered insight through this new companion. And I will leave it there. And I will pass. And I cannot see everyone. How do I see everyone? In order to pass on the talking stick.
I can help you for a moment, but what you do is that if you're on the phone, you scroll down where you see 4 little dots, you sort of swipe, and one of them will show you the gallery view. But we
Oh,
can pass
great.
the stick to Jitika.
Thank you.
What are you grateful for right now?
I'm actually, these days, I'm totally in gratitude to the universe for making me learn more of what is acceptance and what is forgiveness. In last, few years, like 1 or 2 years, and I really had a hard time. I lost my mother, and I'm really in gratitude to the universe to showing me the path to move forward and accept the situation, and I can talk to my mom in so many ways, not in physical form, but I can always talk to her. And then I shifted to Dubai, and it was so tough there, and the culture is different, and there are a lot of things which is totally different, and I never ever imagined. But um, gratitude really helps, because I was all the time in gratitude to my mom and dad for all their blessings, and gratitude to the universe and the energy around me to make me understand and follow the rules of the way and start my work. And really, it just happened. I don't know how it happened, but it just happened, and I just started. And I feel it's literally magic happening with me. And I'm in total gratitude to my family for supporting me every time, every moment. And Yeah, the Gaia energy is just magic for me, and I'm always in gratitude for that. Nature, being with nature helps me. So, gratitude to all the animals when I see them, and I feel so happy. I have a smile on my face even when I see a bird or a cat. So I love it. Yeah, another thing, and I'm gratitude to all these social media apps where I connect with people, and where I met you all. Yeah, thank you. So I pass the talking stick to Entara.
Shukriya. I actually have spent time in Delhi also. It's funny. There's so few people here, but we're also connected. I have so much gratitude for my mother. That she's very lucky. She's 1 years old and really amazing. And she's most of my social world right now. So I just, it's something I can hold on to and learn from her. She's very wise. And I would like to pass the stick to, I don't know how to say your name. Shito? Is that how you say it?
Kesitua.
I'm sorry, say it again.
Kesitua.
Kesitua.
I'm sorry,
doesn't-
once more.
It doesn't look like
Just
it's
him.
spelled. Kesitua.
Kesitua. I like to say it right if I can. Kesitua, please share.
Hey. It's been an interesting month. And I want to share the confluence of two things that have been important to my life in different kinds of ways. Long ago, 1972, long ago, I was introduced to the idea of serenity, peace of mind. I'd heard it in church during services, but it didn't mean much to me at the time. It was just part of the ritual of the prayer service. But serenity over the years has become increasingly important to me. And I have found that step by step, I've been able to increase my serenity over larger and larger portions of my life. So that's kind of one thread. But then recently I've had some health problems. And this, Tom reminded me of this. I've never until very recently experienced real visceral fear. I mean, I've been nervous and I've been anxious and I've been scared even sometimes. But I'm a Marine vet. We don't scare easily. This is not part of our image. And in truth, the last time I really remember seriously being frightened in some way was, in an English class in high school, having to recite a poem I was supposed to memorize in front of the class. Embarrassed. And definitely not at ease. But not long ago, I tried to sleep, lie down. I couldn't. I'd lie down and then I'd sit up. And I'd lie down and then I'd sit up. And I'd lie down and sit up. And I'm a thinker feeler, so I'm trying to figure out what's going on in my head that I can't just lie down and go to sleep. That's never been a major problem. And I realized that I was actually afraid that if I went to sleep lying down, I would stop breathing. I did not trust that I would continue to breathe lying down. It's funny, I go to sleep in the, the recliner, where it's still upright more or less. But I lie down and I started consciously breathing, controlling my breathing, taking breaths and letting them out, taking breaths and letting them out. And I had this visceral fear that I could not depend upon my physical being to continue what has been the natural thing to do my entire life. Take a breath and let it out. Take a breath and let it out. And I knew I just could not rely on that. And there is a fear there, a visceral fear that is very difficult to describe. It's got nothing to do with being scared, trust me. It is way deeper than that. And shortly after that, I had a heart attack, first one ever. And that led to some other, like, I can't trust my physical being. And I could feel that physical, that fear. It's very physical, visceral, down in the gut fear. And there's a panic that comes. I can feel it clawing in the back of my mind, this terror that I was not ready to let loose. But it was there. I could feel it. It's like just waiting to get out and go crazy, insane. And my serenity held. My serenity held. I remembered an old gospel song, and I'm not an evangelist, Christian particularly. People will ask me, and I say, well, I'm kind of a neo-Christian pagan. Well, I had a friend who had a small band, and he played a guitar, and he played this gospel song about living and dying. And the first time I heard it, I realized that it really resonated with me. And there was a line in it that says, I'm a winner either way. I'm a winner if I die. I'm a winner if I live. So, decades of learning to be serene under normal life conditions. All the stuff we all go through all the time. To come to this place where the door to terror was open wide. And there was part of me that would have just jumped through it. And my serenity kept me sane in some fashion. I was okay. At some level, way past not trusting my body, I was okay. And that's what I've decided I really want to share with people these days. That we can learn this peace of mind. Christians refer to that as the peace of God, which passes all understanding. I just call it serenity. And I don't want to say it saved my life, because that's not an issue. That's not the point. The point is to be authentic through that process of potentially having, it would have taken nothing to just step through into insanity and terror. It really would have been easy. I could feel it just strumming through me. And it's scary. I've never been frightened, that frightened, ever.
Thank you for
Well,
sharing your authenticity, Kisitwa.
I'm sorry,
Uh,
say again?
um, can we do a short sync because Tom needs to leave, and I
Yes,
wanted to do one gratitude lotus before he left, and then we can continue.
hi. I'm
Thank you.
done. Anyway, I've said all I needed to say.
Thank you. So the gratitude lotus sync, why synchronizing is important, we all know, is because it brings a very strong focus onto whatever we are doing together. So we start at the anahat, the heart chakra. It's bringing the left and the right side, divine, masculine, feminine together, the wholeness of who we are. So we start like this, and we'll do this exercise together. First, I'll show it to you, and then we will just feel the many things that we are grateful for, and this is how we open the petals of the lotus in front of the heart. And then we stay there for a while and receive the blessing of our gratitude. We've all shared how wonderful we feel when we feel grateful. It's not about someone else, but really receiving the blessing. And when it's overflowing, then we share it with the world.
Mm.
So we will take just a minute to do it, not even. But please, let's keep our eyes slightly open at a 45 degrees angle so we can see one another, and we will do it together. Okay? So in this case, because if you could all please share with my timings. I'm grateful for that. Nell, can you come on video also? Okay, we'll start. Thank you. Kisitwa, I'm very grateful because you're an elder and I was from the old ways, not very polite in interrupting what you said. And I'm grateful for your graciousness in accepting that. Kisitwa knows me very well, and he knows that I'm irreverently respectful of him. And when there's so much love that we feel, we can forgive so much. So I'm so grateful that Jitika, you brought that feeling of how forgiving is a part of, is an aspect of gratefulness, and how gratitude helps you to forgive. Because in December, our next meeting is going to be about giving, and part of it is forgiving. And Tom, I'm very grateful that you stayed and you could attend this part, and we understand that you need to leave when you do, but we will continue. So Sherry, I'm grateful that you are able to stay for the sync, and if you could please share what you are bringing, what you feel that you're grateful for right now.
Oh, today I am grateful for such beauty around me. I was able to do a full workout at the beach, and there was literally no one else there but me. It was just me and the fishes and the birds. And I'm in Barbados, which I don't know if everyone knows that, but that's in the Caribbean. And it is a generally very beautiful place, but we don't seem to enjoy it enough. And so today, having that space that gentle space that I could go and just simply receive the beauty. I feel very, very good about that. And there's lots more to be thankful for, especially my health, because I was ill for a long time and I'm improving every day. So that too, I want to just, just share how thankful I am for the support I've received from the universe in my healing. I left the hospital and I was not fully well, but I realized that the work was going to be my work, not any doctors. And that has worked beautifully for me. I'm healing, and with that I'm able to share what I learned, and I hope that I can support others in their own healing, their self-healing in the journey forward. That's it for me.
Thank you for that, Sherry. Yes, you live. Actually, I just feel that this is another way that we can share the second round. That in the space where you are and where you live, what is it you're grateful for in the physical space in which you are living? So I can start because I'm still talking. Let's start with Tom before you leave, real quick.
I'm so grateful for the natural beauty, and particularly the mountains that are nearby and that I get into, and just what as I learn to listen and be in relationship with creation, to be touched and learn from the lessons of the natural rhythms. And I'll have to leave. I'll maybe try and connect by phone. I don't know how that'll work. I can only do it till the top of the hour that I go into an appointment, but good to be with you all.
Okay. Can we go with Nina now?
Well, I'm grateful these days for my pains in my body that came back again, but now I'm facing them, embracing them. I understanding what to do with that pain, and I'm transforming those pains in a way to love things, acceptance, let go, cutting a lot of things that I've been doing for many, many years. So I'm grateful that through my pain, I'm getting free of many attachments. Thank you.
And also, what are you grateful for in the physical other physical space, not just the physical body, where you live in Merida?
In Merida, I'm grateful weather, that we are always with wonderful heat, and I feel that I'm in vacation all the time. So it's like living in paradise here on earth. Thank you.
Please keep passing on so we keep the circle going.
I pass the stick to
Jitika.
Okay.
Let's pass it to Jitika.
Okay, Jessica.
Okay. So I'm actually grateful to life and motherhood. Like, I learn every day about life. I learn every day something about motherhood. And it's a beautiful journey. It is tough, but yes, I'm grateful to the energy which helps me, motivated all the time to move forward and to trust my intuition that I'm right. It really helps. And the practice of gratitude journal, which I'm doing every day, it really helps me um, to learn more about myself.
Can you also share what you're grateful, what we are sharing in this round also? Very
Yeah.
specifically, is what are we grateful for in the physical space that we live? Because we have come
Uh,
from different parts of Earth, and the gratitude to Mother Earth from the different places that we are in, and to
mhm.
Gaia. So, what are you grateful for? You're in Delhi right now, so share about Delhi. And then pass the stick on, asking the question so each of us will remember what we are talking about.
Okay. So um, in Delhi, yes, I'm grateful for um, the house I'm staying in. This is my parental house, and I really feel the warmth and protection here, and I'm really grateful for that. And I pass on the stick to Shirley.
Sherry?
Mute. Yes, I'm here. um, the question is remind me, what is the question?
Well, you actually started this because you already shared what you're grateful for in the space that you're living in.
Yes.
So, do you want to add
Do you
anything
want me
else
to?
and then pass the stick on?
All right. Because I am very grateful. I am very grateful. Apart from the natural beauty that surrounds me, I've also been able to make contact with like minds, people who are, I would say, going in the same direction. Um, they are focused on their spirit, on their soul, on refining themselves and their lives, of being a benefit to the community, to the environment. If nothing else, they're trying to not be the problem. They're trying to no longer contribute to the problem, even if they don't know yet, what steps they can take. They're definitely trying hard to focus on what, let's just say, what would God want, you know so we are putting our energies together to find solutions, to work towards solutions. And it's very encouraging, because especially if you feel like you're walking alone all the time, then when you find a collective that understands you, it's wonderful. So that I want to highlight as well in my environment. I'm very happy that I'm finding a spiritual community that is focused on the future, how we can help this and future generations.
Can we go
So
to
I can.
Nayantara? What are you grateful for in the physical place where you live?
Well, I live in, oh, these cats really want to be in on it. My cat is sitting up there. Um, I live in the beautiful woods in Virginia, and we have all the changing colors right now. And I take walks, and these cats are like little puppies. They run with me. So I'm really grateful for that. And my brother came to visit, and so that was the impetus for he and my mom and I went driving up in the mountains and to look at the view and the leaves. And you know, we're here all the time, but we hadn't done it yet, so that was very nice. And I would like to pass the stick to Nell.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Okay, so I am grateful for the natural beauty that is abundant all around me. I live on the edge of the Catskill Mountains, and I'm also very close to other mountain regions. And it's just breathtaking. So I'm close to the Berkshires as well as the Finger Lakes. So as far as location, it's amazing. I have a lake across the street from me. I walk around it as often as I can, not as often lately, as I've been working a lot more and doing work that I absolutely am called to do. So I'm grateful for that as well. But on my walks, I have these beautiful cascades of water. I've been working with the element of water, and they were dried up for a long period of time because we have a spring-fed, man-made lake. And so it took some maintenance and it took some figuring things out. And I could just notice that some things that were being done, it wasn't very intelligent because nature is inherently intelligent and water particularly is intelligent. So I found myself apologizing to the water. So I'm grateful for this lesson that I learned. As I apologized to the water, I heard this bubbling laughter from the element of water. And the water said to me that water always finds a way. Water is patient. Water carves a path through stone. And I could feel the pressure on my walks every day. At the time, I was walking every day around the lake. And I felt the pressures building and building and building. And then when spring came around, we had this massive snowfall. And then the cascades came rushing down. I'd never seen them so strong and so massive. So, and the cascades have stayed through the whole season. They have stayed. They're still running. So that's what I'm grateful for today. And I'm going to pass on let's see, who hasn't spoken about their space yet? I see Heike.
Yeah. Heike, say where you're from, the name of your village, and then please say what you're grateful for there. Your mic is still muted, Heike.
The name of my village is Waldfischbach. Wald Fischbach.
In Germany.
Yes. Hi to everybody. I'm grateful I could come. What I'm grateful for is to have all these lovely connections with the lovely souls around me. Even it seems that everybody is so far away or a lot of them are far away. It feels like having them all around all the time, carrying them in my heart. And that's really, really precious. And what I heard right now about the water, that is exactly what I thought too, yesterday and today. Even if we are facing problems, we are always able to go the way of the water. Like you always said, go with the flow, or like Nina always says. Hi, Nina. Go with the flow. Now I understand what she meant. And it is the flow of the higher self. You always feel if it's a good way. I sometimes I'm in my head and I see the problems and everything. But if I calm down and come into my heart, then I can feel the flow of life and my own flow. And if it's in resonance, so I accept this, and then I'm how can I express? Then I'm like the water. I just jump or dive into the water of life and go with the flow, and I trust. And that is, that is the gift of the water, or what it wants to tell us, that we have on one side the power, and on the other side we are always able to find a way. We have lots of ways, and that is, that is what I feel is a gift for everybody.
Thank you, Heike. I know you were not there, so I'll pass the talking stick to Kesitua. Kesitua, where you are living, what are you grateful for? And also, Kesitua, if you could please also say where you are physically.
Yeah, I'm in Western North Carolina, in the mountains. And I live in a small village of 33 homes. I've been here now 20 years. And I think what I'm most grateful for is we actually are a community. We help each other. We know who's who. We check on whether you're healthy or not if we haven't heard from you. We do wellness calls. We take each other our mail. Walk each other's dogs. And that community is something that, because of the nature of my work, I hadn't really experienced, because I traveled, moved around a lot, and I was in various tribal situations. And I loved that, but I didn't stay 20 years rooted in one spot and know the same people. And I'm most grateful for that. When I was having my difficulties, people come over and see how I'm doing. They call, they'd ask my wife. And of all the things, physical, that I'm grateful for, it is my wife, Kathleen. She has kept me glued together now for a long time. Hi.
Thank you, Kesitua. I want to share what I'm grateful for in the physical space of Miami, where I live. So often when I go to my motherland, India, I've been here for about a little more than 20 years, and this is the longest I've ever lived in one place in my entire 65-year-old life. So this really is home to me. It's a place where my children have grown up, and it's a place where I'll just be driving and I will get the messages. And this is where I got the message of the Gaia minute when I was just driving back from dropping my daughter, and I felt the whole download of the message coming to me. And then it's also a place where I could just be in my garden at the back, which here they call backyard, which is so unpoetic. I'm sorry, Tom, but don't you feel it's unpoetic? I never call it a backyard, it's a garden. And I'm walking and I'm talking to a person who just told us he's Eli, and later we realized he's Swami Shraddhananda, who came from Himalayas. Nell and Sherry know because we were on Gaia.com together. And he gave us this beautiful message while I'm walking in my garden. I was those were the days without smartphones, so I'm listening on the phone. I'm on speakerphone. I'm recording him with my camera, but I didn't want to show my house, so I was filming the sky. And later, when I posted that video, people said, "Do you notice there's a heart?" And the trees, the clouds, and the sky had formed a beautiful heart. These are the beauties and the I also want to say that before I got the message, I couldn't see the beauty of Miami. I used to yearn for the mountains, so I would have wanted to be where Kisitua is and and where you are, Nell. I was yearning for the mountains all the time, and I used to call this flat Florida, so cruel. But after this message came to me, my heart eyes and my physical eyes opened. I was able to see the beauty. This is such a beautiful place, you know? And I realized that the mountains can come to you wherever you are. How blessed we are to be in this world. It really doesn't matter if you're in one tiny little room where you don't even see green, and or you are actually in physical heaven, but we really are very blessed always. So now that we have all shared the physical place we are grateful for, let's do another sync. This is going to be the sync of our body. So in the same way, I'm going to request now, um, Nell. Nell, you please lead us in the sync. Okay, we'll just do in your timing. Wordless prayer of gratitude.
Thank you. So you're asking me,
Yeah.
Meenakshi, sorry. You're asking me, Meenakshi,
Just to do this.
to do this, to
Literally
lead you
just to
into
do
this,
this,
just
and
to
we'll
do
do
it.
it in
Okay.
sync with you,
Thank you. That's
all in
wonderful.
silence.
I will do it. Okay. I just have my phone. Um, so I'm trying my best. So, I had to hold on to my phone. So you can't see my face now, but now you can see this. That's all you need to see, right?
Thank you so much. Hiker,
Thank you.
what
Thank
we
you
are
all
doing is
so
we are keep,
much.
yeah, sorry, I'm just letting Hiker know because she wasn't there when we did it the first time. That keep your eyes open at a 45 degrees angle, literally watch each other and do it fully together. So we synchronize. The reason for synchronizing, we all know it's because of that focus. And over time, if we kept meeting regularly, we would be able to synchronize with our eyes closed because the eyes of our heart are open. And actually, we can do this without being on Zoom. Whenever we are in our own physical space, being in gratitude from today onwards, if not ever, I'm sure many of us have already felt it. Always feel that we are together. We are never doing it individually. We're always doing it with thousands of people at the same time. That's how Mother Earth, that is the message of the Gaia Minute. Thousands of people at the same time. Okay, Nell, you wanted to say something, I know.
You can tell. I was just feeling so much love and gratitude as I did this exercise with you. And for you to ask me to lead, I was so much into the feeling that I forgot to say any words. Um, so I just, for Heike, who wasn't there the first time around, so the way that I understood this exercise is that we put our hands together and focused on the feeling of gratitude. And as soon as we felt that gratitude, to then open up our hands and send it out to each other.
So there's one
And
thing we forgot, Nell.
see,
So
uh,
first we connect.
first we
Then,
connect, of
as
course,
we are
with
feeling grateful, we start
yeah,
opening the petals of the gratitude
the
lotus.
petals, the
Then
petals
we
of the
stay
gratitude lotus.
here. Yeah.
And
See,
then we
this
stay.
part is very difficult for most of us. We don't know how to receive.
Yeah,
So we open this and receive till we feel it overflowing. Today we are doing it very fast. One day we can do
right.
it slow.
But it was overflowing. So,
Yes.
I was so much into the feeling that, and thankfully I didn't use the words because I'm still, my whole body tingles. It still tingles. So I felt these frequencies of love and gratitude is the best way I can describe it. And they were just flowing, 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 irradiating. Um, and through the heart of Mother Earth, we are all connected. Through the heart of Gaia, we're all always connected. And she responds so well to gratitude. It is her natural um, vibration. And so I felt it so very clearly, um, just radiating and flowing. And so that's all I need to say. And then bringing the hands back together to just focus on the gratitude within. It's such a beautiful, beautiful way to be in the world. And I thank you, Meenakshi, for really initiating this. So grateful. And for everyone who participates in this. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nell. You shared it so beautifully, and with my foolishness, as I normally do, I interrupted you. But that's beautiful. But it's also
I'm
because this exercise is important, you know? This part is important, the open
yes,
lotus, and then you
I'm
release.
glad. I'm glad you also interjected with the correct verbiage. It's all good.
Yeah, that's love. So I just wanted us, if we could read this together, it'll be so beautiful. It will be a gift, I think, for all of us, because the message really did not come from me, it just came through me. Can we read from this 909 to here? Okay. Is it okay if all of us come off on our mic? So unmute your mic and we'll say it slowly and softly as if we are speaking to Gaia. Gaia is everyone and everything on Mother Earth. Nell, you're still on mute. I'm looking at everyone. Who is still on mute? Kissy Twa, you're still muted.
I can't read it.
Oh,
It's too small for me to read. That's all right.
oh.
Let me
I
look
can
to
make it
share.
bigger. Is this better?
That right there is good.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this way you, okay. There you go. Okay. 9:09, the Gaia minute. Each day
Each day,
at
At
9:09
9:09
9:09
in the
in the
morning
morning
in the
or
or
evening,
morning
evening,
or evening,
let us
let us
spend a moment
spend a
spend a
or
moment
more
moment
or
or
more
more
to
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 be
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 our
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 highest
highest
vibration
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 into
into
Gaia,
Gaia,
Mother Earth,
Mother Earth,
with
Mother
all
with
Earth,
all
sentient
with
sentient
all
beings,
and
sentient and
insentient
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 beings,
beings,
beings, to
to
raise
raise our
our
raise our
vibration.
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 We
We
can
can
We
pray,
can
pray,
pray,
meditate,
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 hold
hold
intention,
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 or
or
simply visualize
simply
Gaia as
visualize
Gaia
Gaia
healed,
as
as
healing,
healed,
healed,
whole, and
healing,
healing,
radiant,
whole,
whole,
when
radiant,
radiant.
thousands of
and
people
When
join
thousands of
thousands of
people
together
join
people
in an
join
together in an
endeavor such
endeavor
in
as
an
this.
endeavor
such
such
as
as
this.
this,
The
The
energies
energies
energies so
generated
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 bring
can bring
can bring
miraculous
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 changes,
changes.
changes.
which
When
When
each
each
of
of
when
us
us
each of
does
does
it
us
it
in
does
our
it
own
in
in
our
time
own
our
time
own
zone,
zone,
time zone,
our Mother
Mother
Earth
Earth
Mother
and
Earth
all of
all
us
of
and
us
all of us
benefit
get the
benefit
benefits
of
from
a
the
of a
clock
round the
round
clock
clock healing.
healing.
Hi, hi.
I love that. Hi, hi. Yes. Kisitua. See, this was fun also. You know, all of us reading together.
Yeah.
And did you notice what happened with the voices?
Yeah.
You know,
The
we,
reverb,
yeah, sorry?
the
What?
reverb.
Yeah. And we all were going in our different, of course, our different tones and voice, but also different paces. And then I could see all sort of trying to, you know, come in, get in
Synchronized.
sync. Our
Yeah.
voices were synchronizing. And even when they were not, it's like a symphony. You know, it's like, after all, when you open the petals of the lotus, they don't do this. They open, you know. So if we feel we are in sync, we are in sync. It's actually as simple as that. We don't really have to look at the time. Earlier, many of us would have our alarm clocks on and they would remind us at 9:09. But 9:09 is not a time. It is a vibration. It is a reminder. But the important thing is for yourself, for ourselves, because we are people who have certain routines in our day. So if you're a person with a routine, fix a certain time and be in this gratitude. There are no words, nothing, not even an intention. It is beyond everything of the mind. It is literally just being in gratitude. This is how powerful it is. And one day I was reading, please remind me again who wrote Cat in the Hat? Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. So what? So one of his books in which he's written, I think, Hot and Here's a Who, in which all the people who live in that tiny flower, they have to make all the noise they can. They have to talk loudly so that someone out there hears them and does not destroy their world. And I felt
The
that maybe
Who's.
that's what this gratitude is for. But before 2012, I used to feel that's what this gratitude, this Gaia minute is for, so that we understand and we send out this message out into the universe that we are Gaia, we are Mother Earth, we are one, we are together. So we will survive. We're telling ourselves and the world. But after 2012, I feel the message has changed. And I would like what each of us feels that message is. What do you feel that we as Mother Earth, as Gaia, what message? And to me, Gaia is not just Mother Earth as the planet, but even this tea mug is Gaia. Everything and everyone, sentient or insentient, that's me. But to you, if you could share in, timing. So make sure we all have enough time, maybe in a minute each one. What do you feel we as Gaia are sending out to the universe? What message is Gaia sending out to the universe? Starting with whoever wants to start, just raise your hand and go for it. Nayantara.
Hi. This message is for me, but also for the greater picture. Um, I feel like even when it's very hard to be confident in my existence and that everything is fine, just the fact that I have this moment and this breath and the ability to have hope, that's really what's coming to me is hope. So whatever problems there are in the world, it really is daunting, but there's always there's just possibility of hope and change. And I'll pass it to whoever wants to go next.
What message is Gaia sending out to the universe? Who is Gaia? Who are we? Any of those questions will help us to know what message we as the entire being is sending out into the universe. Heike?
I just asked and it came from my heart. It's telling us, let your light shine brightly. Be like, I'm not sure, I don't know the name. If you want to sing a song and you are a conductor, then you have, we call it Stimmgabel, you know, like, ching. So be like this, to send it out to everybody, that everybody can resonate in the same Schwingung. How do you say? In the same resonance, you know? So every soul is lifted up. I don't know the correct words, but that came to me.
No limiting words. You know the correct words. You can say them in German. If we can't understand them, we listen with our heart and we understand them then. Who wants to say next what message is Gaia giving? Jitika?
I feel that Gaia is telling us to be kind to everybody, kind to the plants, animals, everything around us. And we should not mistake kindness by any other emotion, or just, blindly saying yes to everybody. It's more of a humanity kindness, to be to have a kind heart and be human to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. That's beautiful, Jitika. Nina? Oh, your mic was already unmuted. Now yeah.
I got the same message as what is her name, Jessica? Is to connect with the heart, to connect with all beings, even with my coffee that I was drinking, because part of the coffee, the coffee come from Gaia, but connect with the soul, with the heart, with animal, with plants, with everybody, even with our cars and when we're driving. So just to connect in peace, in love, in harmony, to synchronize with everything that surrounds us. Thank you.
Thank you. Nell, what message is Gaia giving out to the universe?
Gaia is a living, breathing being. She's alive in everything, in each of us. She has the capacity to self-heal. Gaia is gratitude. Gaia is love. And Gaia, most certainly, as she is one with everything, and we are one with her. She's alive, and as soon as we connect with her, we are alive, and we are human, and we are beyond human, just like Gaia. Gaia also has extraterrestrial origins, as do we. She shines her light through us, and her love and gratitude. And just allow this gratitude to flow through the Earth Star chakra, 6 to 8 inches below the part of you that touches the earth. And just allow this energy to flow through the Sushumna channel, which is the channel that holds all the chakras. And allow this energy to flow and shoot out like a fountain through your crown chakra, lighting up like a Christmas tree. Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful, beautiful, radiant beings of Gaia, beings of the earth. Thank you for being together and connecting in this journey.
Thank you so much, Mary. This was so beautiful. I got the message of Gaia that you were mentioning a few years ago, that uh, Gaia, the consciousness, birthed Earth as Mother Earth, and then has made this place into a nursery of so many life forms. And from here, we're going to go out into the universe. Our souls have already come from other dimensions, and they're going to go out again. There was a very important lesson we are learning here, and maybe the lesson is just connection. And we call it kindness and love and beauty, and just this coming together. And like you said, Nell, I have had classes also in which I was the only student, or I've had sometimes I may feel, oh, we are just 6, just 10, just 11, but each of us is so many, and everything that we do together affects so many. And look at the beautiful radiance that you have just co-created together. I wanted to ask everyone to look at the camera and say in our own, we'll first say it aloud, thank you, in our language, whichever language you resonate with. And then we will say it, we'll exude gratitude with our eyes. Okay? So shall we say it one by one? That's better, or one by one in words and then in silence just for a moment together. So shall we go in alphabetical order? Everyone can see. Jitika, Haika, Jitika, Meenakshi, Nell, Nina, Nayantara. No. Nayantara, Nell, Nina. My alphabetical order. Okay, got it? Okay. Please look in the camera of your thing.
Danke.
Okay. Say it again because I was talking. Heike, say again.
Danke. Danke.
Thank you.
Herzlichen Dank.
Nayantara.
Oh, thank you.
Dhanyavad. Nell.
Dankjewel.
Gracias.
And now we'll just look at the camera and say thank you with our eyes. My heart is feeling so beautifully full. I'm going to put in the chat where the video will be posted. Oh, no, this is not it. Okay, I've got the message somewhere. I'll post it in a minute. But does anyone want to share anything? Just pop up. We're going to close at 12:30 just in case anybody's wondering. But do you have anything else you want to share on your own? So we meet on CoCreator Circle. We meet many times during a week, but once a month we meet in these meetings, and the next meeting will be a little before Christmas so that everyone has time to attend. And I would love it if all of you do, because when we keep meeting regularly, it's like a spiral that keeps, we know the spiral energy. And I want because all of you are amazing beings who do wonderful things, to just share what you do in your physical way that you may call. What is it that you're doing? I know Jitika had shared in the beginning, but some of you were not there. So let's start in the other order this time. Let's start from Nina, or any order, however you see it on the face. What is it that you're doing, as you might call, making a living in this world?
My,
What is the word that I'm looking for also? If not making a living, what is your passion? What is the action that you do? What actions do you take in this world?
at this moment, what I'm doing is creating events and connecting people, so everybody can show what is the they can spread to the world. So it's what I'm doing since I got back last week and before I left to Germany. So it's what I'm doing, events to connect people. Thank you.
Thank you, Nina. I am a birth and rebirth doula. My passion is everything to do with birth and rebirth, and that means assisting families who are welcoming newborns, the newest human beings into the world, as well as assisting those who are transitioning out of their bodies, which is a very sacred task, and to allow everyone to do this according to their wishes. And the people who find me typically want to do this as nature intended. So that is my passion. And I have recently also dusted off my paralegal skills to help human beings who so wish to claim sovereignty over their bodies. And to that end, I have been invited by attorney Sujata Gibson to be the paralegal for her law firm. She represents several federal lawsuits, and on Monday we have a prayer circle at Foley Square in New York City, where the Teachers for Choice have the next hearing. And the city has already admitted, which was a complete miracle that actually happened, but the city has admitted that what they were doing to the teachers was discriminatory, unconstitutional, and inflicted harms. So this Monday, we will meet in front of the attorneys will meet in front of the merits panel of judges. That's what's happening this Monday. That's where I will be. So I thank you all. I'm so grateful to you to just have this extra boost to bring into the prayer circle on Monday.
Yeah, thank you, Nell. Yes, this is necessary. Heike?
I'm working as a coach, and I'm a Qigong and Tai Chi teacher.
And yoga.
Yes,
Reiki.
right now it's not possible, but yeah, and yoga.
Nayantara?
I just had my 90-day evaluation yesterday and it went well. I'm working in a program to support funding for foster care. So kids with all kinds of challenges, and both who are placed in other homes or who are having support counseling, things like that. And I'm very lucky. I like my boss, and for where I'm at right now, I'm very fortunate. I am extremely concerned because I'm going to have to master different things on the computer, and I'm really not confident that I can do it. But so far, I'm handling it. Thank you.
One of the other things that you can do over here is just connect with one another. If you feel we help one another, So, yeah, Jitika.
I love to work with flowers and herbs, and I'm on a journey to tell everybody that there are beautiful properties, healing properties of herbs and flowers, which we can just take it from a kitchen or from a garden, and they help us to release any emotion we want to with whatever meditation or healing we are doing. So, and I'm sending love and light every day to whoever wants it, and to the people. I have a list of people of my friends and my friends and relatives who are not well or going through some tough times. So I send it to everybody in the world, whoever needs the support or, the energy. So I love doing that. Thank you.
Everyone's co-creating in such beautiful ways, a world that benefits everyone. Wherever we are, that's what we are radiating out. And I'm so grateful that we have all met here today. I just wanted to share one thing before we close, and of course, if somebody has something else to share, they can. Can you all see this?
Yeah.
Let's see if it plays. Okay, of course, it would help if it played. Right now, it's not playing. See, we all need some help with something moving. I think I have to make it move first. Let me see. Because it's a movie, maybe if it moves. Yeah, I have to move it from here. 1 minute. So may we always remember to bring a base of self-care, care for our family and for the world in our lives. And that's how we are able to co-create a world that our soul has dreamed of. Thank you so much for being here today and for
Thank
everyone
you.
who will see this later.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.